Hey, it's Heather, and I'm doing kind of a vlog style here. I did some vlogging about our new adventure that we are starting right now. I filmed it a couple of days ago, but I didn't do an intro or anything. So what we've done is, the whole premise behind all of this is the fact that we have to sell our condo because we can't take our puppies with us on vacation. And we've decided to buy a motorhome. We did some shopping around, walked through probably 30 different ones, did a lot of research, a lot of YouTube watching on things that we would want or need or whatever. And at first we thought we were gonna go with a gasoline powered motor coach, and walked through 15 or so of those, and they were really, really nice. And on the way home from that dealership, my husband says, I already have diesel regret. So I knew right then and there we were not gonna be buying a gasoline powered motor coach. My problem is I'm not a good traveler when it comes to having to be sat still for a long period of time. So whether it's on an airplane or in a car or a bus or whatever, I need to be able to get up. I get too antsy. I have RLS, and that doesn't work well when you have to sit still for a long period of time. And the fact that I wanted to be able to take my dogs with me everywhere I go. So we made an appointment and went to another dealership that's a couple hours away from our home, and walked through another 8 or 10 of them. And the very last one that we walked into ticked off just about every checklist that we wanted in our very first motorhome. I for sure wanted a Class A because I can, we can be driving down the road, I can get up and go to the bathroom, or I can go lay down on the couch and watch TV, or make a sandwich, use the microwave, whatever. So that had to be, that wasn't my number one. Number two, when it comes to a diesel coach, most of them, the entry door is at your seat for the passenger side. The door opens there, you come up in front of that. And I didn't really want that. I know that the floor can go across, and I may change my mind later on, but I really wanted a mid-entry door coach. That narrows it down significantly, excuse me, to your options. So we went with a Thor. We had been told for a long time to buy, for most people to buy a used one, because most of the time those have been, the bugs have worked out and whatever. But I'm very much a germaphobe, and that was part of the reasoning I wanted a new one. And even if you buy an older one, doesn't mean that it was properly taken care of, so you're not guaranteed no issues. We do have a year warranty on this, and we got a really good deal. We bought, it was brand new, never been titled, never been lived in, but it is last year's model. It's actually a 2019, so the 2020s are out now. We got it's a Thor Palazzo 37.4, which is actually almost 40 feet long, so it's quite large. So knowing that we were doing this, we had a really nice Jeep Trackhawk, one of the fastest SUVs in the world. She was gorgeous, but I won't get rid of my car. Husband wouldn't get rid of his new Raptor that he just got a few months ago. And so the only option we had for a tow vehicle was to exchange or return in that one and buy a new one. So because you cannot flat tow a Trackhawk. So we took that in, and I don't want to use the word downgraded, but we bought a lesser expensive vehicle that can be towed. We bought a Jeep Wrangler. I wanted a Rubicon, but the salesperson talked us into a Wrangler that had just about every bell and whistle that you want, except for the wheels and tires we want, and we'll eventually get those. But cost-wise, we were just, and so we got money back from that trade-in. But now we have a tow vehicle. It's a white Jeep Wrangler. We had to have a tow bar put on it, and the back of the Jeep, that was done over the weekend. But anyway, we got up to the dealership that we bought it from, invites their customers to stay the first few nights in their new coach on their property in their parking lot, which is brilliant, because things that go wrong, you don't have to drive back and forth, and sometimes things can really be wrong, like a slide gets stuck out or something, and then you can't travel with the slide stuck out. We didn't have that problem, thankfully, but we did have a whole slew of other little things that kind of went all over the place. But anyway, we got up there Thursday morning because we needed to be there by 8:30 a.m. for them to start putting the tow bar on our new Jeep. Thankfully, we brought 2 vehicles because I knew they were gonna be working on the Jeep. So we brought my husband's truck too, and the first day was very long. Things ran, they were a little bit behind, and the walkthrough for our new RV was 4 hours long, I think. And we've had 2 puppies with us the whole time. It was a very long day. And by the time they gave us our coach and left us alone with the coach, it was about 6:30 p.m. We were starving, we were tired. We threw sheets on the bed and some soap in the shower and the bare necessities that we needed to do. And we got into bed, we had to go get dinner and all. So we got into bed about 10 p.m., which in my mind, it felt like it was like 3 a.m. I was so tired. He was too. So the next morning we woke up, we had just finished having our coffee, and I thankfully had time to get dressed before there was a knock at the door. And they wanted to take our coach into their work area to do, start working on the tally list of the things that we had found that needed to be repaired. So we loaded up the puppies in my husband's truck because they still had the Jeep. And there was an issue with, there's a slide topper that protects the slides, and it broke off. So that was one of the things, and they couldn't do it in the parking lot with us in it. They needed to take this back into their work bay. So they told us that we should be gone about 2.5 hours, and that should be sufficient. Well, we were gone much longer than that. We were running errands, buying stuff that we need for the RV for organization. And after that first night's sleep, we realized that mattress was not going to do it for us. So we went to Bed Bath & Beyond, bought the whole new, everything with the mattress. Well, there was a 3-inch therapeutic, I think, mattress that's supposed to stay cool, has great reviews. Sucker was expensive, but sleep is important in my life. So anyway, we got back almost 5 hours later and it still wasn't ready. And we were already tired. It was hotter than Hades outside and was a very long day. I lost my temper because they kept telling me 5 minutes, and 5 minutes turned into another hour and a half. We're standing outside in a parking lot with 2 puppies with no shade, no place to sit. They were very nice, kept bringing us water, bringing us in to cool down. But when you have 2 puppies, you can't just sit in a waiting room for hours on end. So I, at that point, wanted to go home. We didn't. They finally brought the coach back out, and we had a few hours that evening to kind of get things put away, because we had these big Rubbermaid bins of stuff that we had brought from the house to put away there. And it was our first opportunity to really start shoving things in holes and getting it off the floor. So imagine, being used to a very large home, you have 2 adults and 2 puppies in a 40-foot trailer with boxes everywhere. I mean, it was very chaotic. The dogs were so well behaved though. Oh my God, you would think that they were adults. They were so good, no complaining, a little confused and a little anxious, but they kept looking for us, which we were right there with them, but looking for a little extra attention, and that was fine, but they never acted up. They were so good. So anyway, we slept much better that night, and we woke up the next morning, which was, where am I at now? I'm on, we spent 3 nights total there. It was a very long, very hectic, chaotic weekend. Saturday night, Friday afternoon, before that next night, my daughter and her husband, who were coming home from their anniversary trip, they took an extra long detour all the way home so they could come and see the RV, and this was in the middle of all that chaos. So we finally left alone that evening. My husband ordered us some pizza and enjoyed that, and slept pretty well that night. Got up the next morning. All my mornings are kind of put together, are in a big jumble. I am journaling. I'm journaling, not in detail, but just like basics of things that happened. And it was a long, exhausting, frustrating weekend, but filled with a lot of excitement too. I think this is going to be a really great fit for us. We have some other friends that RV, and actually we found out after we bought our RV that they do RV, that they have a Class A as well. So they've been doing it for a couple of years, so they have a little more insight to this. But I'm going to go ahead and end this right here for you to see the footage that I took on a Saturday. This was Saturday night. It poured down rain outside. I mean, and when it's pouring, it's loud in there. But at this point, there was a lull. And Adam was able to take the dogs out, so I did a little tour. It's not bright. The windows are all closed because it's getting dark. And I was not able to vlog the next morning. We got up early. I didn't even get dressed. I threw my hair in a ponytail, no makeup on, no nothing. We packed our stuff and we went home. So we are going to be getting it for me, it's tomorrow. We're gonna go pick it up and bring it back here and keep it in our driveway for just a couple of days so that we can work on it here. And you know, I want to get in there and just thoroughly clean it because it was not my type of clean. It was not the kind of clean that I live in. So that was part of the frustration for me. But we're gonna bring it home and keep it here for 3 or 4 days and then take it back up for them to work on some more repairs for it. But at least we're gonna be able to get it situated and right outside. We're gonna run in or we're gonna run out, grab what we need to get it ready for travel. And for right now, our plan is once a month at least, starting locally, going to, you know, the mountains here in Georgia, just a few hours away in case something breaks or something doesn't work right. In case of an emergency, we're not too far away. And then as we're working out the bugs, we're going a little further. I mean, we've got family all over the United States, and it would be fun to just take a couple week trip. You know, we can take our work with us, we can take our puppies with us and have everything we need. And it's gonna be so nice to have the majority of what we need already on it. You know, I've already got clothing on it. So being able to just pack up my, you know, few things of makeup that I need and some food and hop on board and be able to go. And it's gonna be really nice. There's gonna be some learning curves for sure, but let me quit talking, let you watch this, and then I'll come back and say goodbye. All right, so this is end of day 2. This will be our 3rd night. And I was hoping to be able to vlog a little bit and let you guys see what we've been up to. It has not been the world's best weekend. We are exhausted. I will tell the whole story later. But while Adam is outside with the dogs, I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the new coach. So we did end up going with a Thor Palazzo diesel. Because we wanted the diesel, but I did not want the door to be at my seat. I wanted a mid-entry door because I don't want it to open up right where I'm sitting. Just my preference, I guess. So this is the door you come in from here. See, the dog's toys are down here. And that is about 1/3 of the way down the coach. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to turn you around and view. Oh, I almost dropped you. So you come up, and you have the dinette set. Now all the windows are closed up right now because it's pouring down rain. It's been pouring down rain. All right, so there's the dinette set. Storage across the top. To the left of the dinette set, there is a television and a little cabinet where we're keeping remote controls and stuff. And this is kind of cool. That's fun. There we go. Learning how to do everything. So it has a fireplace in it. I can have it make heat or just be an ambiance. And right now it's just on an ambiance. So to the front of the coach this is a queen size pull out sofa and a television behind it with storage. Then we have theater seating on this side that are both recliners. And storage above. There's Adam and the 2 puppers. Hi, Indigo. Indigo wants to go home. Jax, I don't think he really cares. So let me go to the front. Here is the driver's seat. Big windows. But I will learn how to drive this. Adam has been learning this weekend. Storage across the top. And then this is my seat. I'm sorry, I don't even know how to turn the lights on in here. Maybe do you know how to turn the lights over here on?
What lights you're talking about? The
These?
dome light? They have to be on with the ignition.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to turn the ignition on. This will be better during the daytime, but this is the chance I had. But my seat and a doggy towel because they want to get up here. But a nice little desk that comes up. There are paw prints everywhere up here. It's been a comedy of errors this weekend, and the comedy part wasn't very funny. So, hey baby, step to by the dining room table real quick.
I'm sorry?
Step over to the dining room table real quick. So, you can see it goes all the way back. The mirror in the back is the back of the coach. Alright, kitchen, quite a bit of storage. Some of it kind of frustrating. Like this one drawer, but this is cool. You pull this out and you have a whole nother countertop. So I'll step back and you can see how much countertop that gives you. But the countertop part gets stuck on the drawer. So that's a little frustrating. Coffee station. There is no oven. I opted for no oven and get some more storage because this is a convection microwave oven. It does all of it in one. I'm learning. An induction stovetop. And then on this side is pantry and a coat closet here. It's not full yet. We've been, what little time we've had to play in it, we've played. This is a residential size refrigerator, but it's not a big one. It's a little one, which is plenty for, I mean, if you're living aboard, that's one thing, but we're not going to live aboard. We're going to vacation. There is one bathroom in this one. We almost bought one, a gasoline that had two bathrooms. But here is the only bathroom we have, which is, that's a big cabinet. It holds more than you think. And then shower, and we're gonna get rid of all the bottles. My husband has installed this type of thing, so there won't be bottles sitting in the shower. So, not super big, but doable. And there's an exit. And the commode. Towel bar is behind the door. So, the end of the kitchen has these two cabinets here. I'll pull them out. This is what they call the pantry. Definitely not like my home pantry, but again, I just bought these baskets up here so I can store bread and chips in them. So, because you see bread and chips are taking the whole top of the pantry. Well, and the second part of the pantry too. And Jax can tell that those bottom two shelves are for him. Huh, baby? Well, him and his sister. So, but this is kind of nice. Still learning how to store everything up. I'll tell you guys the whole story. I'm just going to do this tour right now. All right, so there's, excuse my appearance, this is, that's closet all the way across back there. This is a king size bed. It's hard to film because I have a wall up against me. It is a tilt-a-bed, so the head of the bed raises up so you can watch TV, but that's also how you travel. It cannot be laid down when you're traveling, but being a king, if I wanted to come back here and lay down while I was driving, I can lay this way. Storage across the top, two little bitty nightstands, and what's considered my vanity, it's my dresser. Those three drawers are mine. There's a TV up here, and then there's another large closet here that we're going to be using for storage. I'm going to get more storage stuff to put in here. I don't need it to be another hanging. And then Adam's three drawers down there. And this was something I said I could not live without. And it works quite well. We used it today. So I'm gonna get the stickers off. I'm using the same baskets from the kitchen, and here I've got the laundry soap is in this one, and eventually I'll figure out what the rest of them. And I'll just give you a little peek. This closet, it does go all the way back. It's okay. I'll go this side. Dog food, extra bags, the shelf on top, with extra sheets for the queen size bed up front. Oh, there's also a bunk. I'll show you that real quick in a second too. Not everything is unpacked yet. We just haven't had time. And then this is the other side of the closet. So it'll be plenty of room for us unless we're taking people with us. So let me go back to the front. Oh, and there's a big door here. It's actually a very large door, which is taking Indigo. So if you want just the whole back of the coach locked off, there you go. And right now we have the AC off because it was freezing us out, but that's probably because of the rainstorm. The linens that came with it, we got rid of because it was scratchy, and the mattress was not great. I mean, it wasn't the worst mattress I've ever slept on, but the bar that goes across the top where it tilts up happened to hit right at my chest. So I kept pushing myself off that bar, and my feet would hang off the end of a king size bed. That's unusual. So we went to Bed Bath & Beyond and bought a really thick, it's a 3-inch, stay cool foam, whatever, memory foam mattress topper. So, forgot to mention up here, say hi baby.
Hey, how did you get the lights on?
Oh, he got the lights on for me, okay. So up here on the top, this whole thing comes down. And it is a full-size bed. It slides down to about here, I think. Maybe not quite that far. But there's like a bunk bed, and I'm all fogged up, or I'm all blurry, I'm sorry. But you have a bunk room here, and you can see that's where they hooked the ladder, and the ladder is sitting on top of the bunk right now. So again, all the shades are pulled right now because it's rainy and dark outside, but this is what we've been doing. So we talked about it quite quickly, started searching. We walked through probably 30 different coaches and decided on this one, but since we had to get rid of the, what's it called, the condo, because we couldn't take the dogs, now we can take the dogs. Got to figure out where their stuff's going to go to not be in the way, where they always have fresh water. But Jax is all chill. You got a busy bone, don't you? The outside of it's really pretty. I've got some pictures. What I'll just do, let me turn you back around and talk to you. Please excuse the way I look, y'all. It's been a long weekend. But I will insert some pictures of this coach. I might maybe take some video in the morning before we head out. This is gonna be our last night here. It's our first night where we actually get to chill and don't have a swarm of workers around us doing stuff. So for those of you that have bought an RV, you know it's not roses. It's not, and we've been warned because we did buy a new one, not a used one. They say it's better to buy a used one because all of the bugs have been worked out. We didn't listen. So we're gonna be working out bugs probably for the next 1.5 to 2 years, it sounds like. So we'll see. Our first couple of trips, we're gonna stay close by and try. That's what's really cool, and I'll fill you in later about the drama. But what's really cool is this dealership that we dealt with wanted us to stay in their dealership parking lot for the first couple of days to help them figure out, you know, the little bugs to start with. There just was a lot, and so we got here Friday morning. It is now Saturday night. Right, baby? Yeah. It's Saturday night. And we're going to pack up and head home in the morning. So I will finish this vlog tomorrow. Maybe I'll do some, you know, filming of the outside of the coach and tell you a little bit about what happened. So I have been really kind of DOA in filming. I've not done anything. So I don't know when this will go up. All right, y'all have a great night. Bye. All right, so I know that was a dark tour. Like when we get it this weekend, it's supposed to be sunshiny and pretty outside. I'll open up all the windows and I'll be able to do a better tour. And maybe once I have things put away and figured out the storage a little bit more and show you the outside of it. I will insert a couple of pictures here at the end so you can see what the outside looks like. But I'll get a better tour of it this coming weekend when we have it here. But thank you guys for spending some time with me today. Thank you guys all for your kind words about us getting rid of the condo and understanding the fact that I want to be able to take my fur babies with me where I go. And I know most of you understand that you want the same thing. I mean, they're a part of my family, and I don't want to hire someone to watch them and keep them out of that part of my life. They're young and they will learn how to do this and enjoy getting socialized and being able to go to different places. And I'm hoping for a good long life with them, you know, traveling and seeing new places. So, but thank you guys so much for supporting, you know, what the decisions that we're making and supporting our new adventure. So y'all have a very happy day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.